tonight.
But I
For
think we
that
both
sweet
know what men
romance.
are like.
Again. Sam, your next clip is an example of extraordinary production design. Dr. Strangelove.
Yes.
Wow. Easy one to
Wow.
pick?
Oh,
Why'd you like it?
very, very easy. Well, I could have picked any of Kubrick's movies, to be honest with you. But I love this because it's so stylized. The production design is by Ken Adam, who designed many of the Bond movies. And this is the scene in which Peter Sellers, as the American president, has to call the Russian leader and inform him that nuclear devices have been fired and are on their way to basically destroy the entire country. And you intuit from the scene that the Russian president has had a few drinks and is partying. And they have a brilliant conversation. But, and this is the important thing, one of the things that you realize if you watch as a filmmaker, if you watch Dr. Strangelove, is Kubrick is a master of holding the master shot for very, very long periods. And one of the ways he does that is he creates a great sort of pressure in the top of frame, often with light sources. So it feels like the top of frame is pushing down on the action. And you have this immense tension.
Let's take a look.
I don't have a phone. Give me a phone, Frank.
And here it is, look at that. That is a hell of a set. I mean, who wouldn't want to make a movie on that set? But again, you hold the shot for an unnatural amount of time. Time enough for the eye to wander across all those people, look at the board and feel that tension. So here what he's done is he's got Ken Adam to construct into the set this oval-shaped overhead light source. I mean, I bet it was absolutely boiling. Down onto this baize table, which feels like a giant card game in which all the generals are sitting around basically playing cards with the lives of millions of people.
Hello? Hello, Dimitri. Listen, I can't hear too well. Do you suppose you could turn the music down just a little? Oh, that's much better.
George C. Scott is just, he looks absolutely unhinged
I
in
can
this
hear
scene.
you now, Dimitri. Clear and plain and coming through fine.
Behind them, you have this electric map of the world in
big
which you can
board.
see, the big board, they call it, in which you can see the journeys of the missiles mapped out behind them, gradually descending on the USSR. Now you've got this other angle with this giant sloping ceiling, which again is also pushing down on the action.
You know how we've always talked about the possibility of something going wrong with the bomb. The bomb, Dimitri. The hydrogen bomb. Well, now, what happened is one of our base commanders, he had a sort of, well, he went a little funny in the head. You know, just
He hasn't moved.
funny. And he went and did a
But
silly
I
thing.
do love the fact that it asks the question,
I'll tell you what,
if you had to
George,
actually
his
call
planes-
someone and tell them that they were about to drop an H-bomb on them,
Yeah.
how would you put it?
Well, let me finish, Dimitri. Let me finish, Dimitri.
And again, they're all listening in on the call.
How do you think I feel about it? Can you imagine how I feel about it, Dimitri?
This is great, but
Why do you think I'm calling you? Just to say hello? Of course I like to speak to you. Of course I like to say hello.
the weird thing is like, I could imagine this being a conversation that could actually be happening now.
At the point where we have descended into these kinds of phone calls as a matter of course on a daily basis from
Yeah.
the leader of the free world to various leaders, it doesn't seem quite such a stretch
They will
anymore, does
not
it?
reach their targets for at least another hour. I am positive, Dimitri. Listen, I've been all over this with your ambassador. It is not a trick. Well, I'll tell you. We'd like to give your air staff a complete rundown on the targets, the flight plans, and the defensive systems of the planes. Yes.
Such a great face.
But also the way the board frames
I'd say that,
George Scott's face here as well.
we're just
Yeah, it's
gonna
almost like an
have to
extension of his thought process, isn't it?
I know there are boys. All right, well, listen, now who should we call? Who should we call, Dimitri? The people, sorry, you faded away there. The People's Central Air Defense Headquarters. Where is that, Dimitri? In Omsk, right? Yes? Oh, you'll call them first, will you? Uh-huh. Listen, do you happen to have the phone number on you, Dimitri? What? I see. Just ask for Omsky information. I'm sorry too, Dimitri. I'm very sorry. All right, you're sorrier than I am. But I am sorry as well. I am as sorry as you are, Dimitri. Don't say that you're more sorry than I am, because I'm capable of being just as sorry as you are. So we're both sorry, all right? All right. Yes, he's right here. Yes, he wants to
Oh my
Okay.
God, it doesn't get any better.
It
than that.
doesn't, and it's like
Don't say you're sorrier than I am. I'm perfectly capable of being just as sorry as you. Oh
It's,
dear. It's just the most sensational piece of production design that is both comic, horrific, you know, and in terms of the actual power in the shot, incredibly tense because of the way in which it channels light.